Now I'll be moving to another keyer. So I have this image here. So I'll just drag and drop this here, and it has been now inserted in my composition. So inside my keying, I have a keyer known as Luma key. So what Luma key basically does is it actually eliminates or keys out the darker region or the darker area from the image, or it keys out the lighter area or the lighter portion of the image. So right now what my agenda of this scene is, I would like to key out or eliminate the sky from here and add another sky. So as it says inside my Luma key, if you are able to see this, it says key type, which is right now in key out darker. So I would like to say key out brighter. So when I say key out brighter, the entire image has been washed out. So what you have to do is you have to increase the threshold size. So right now it's 0. So if you increase, it will try to get rid of the lighter or the brighter areas, and I have to control this right here. And if I open a duplicate for this and delete the Luma key, and if I or else I can, if I show you this without the effect, this is what we get. Now there is one more. The next attribute is tolerance. So what happens when I increase the tolerance here? It actually is making no difference here, because as this is a quite distinct image, as the we are able to predefine the whiter areas and the darker areas pretty fine, and this tolerance can work whenever there is some mixing pixels, which means there is a mid-range between the light and the dark, and software is not able to calculate that. So in that case tolerance works. The next is edge thin. So if you see, by default it's in 0 like this. If I increase this, the edge gets cropped or gets inside, or rather it shrinks, and if I take this to a negative side, it actually gives an outline for this, which I do not want. So I would like to make this as maybe 1 or maybe 0.5 or maybe 0.2, maybe 1 we can do, yeah, something like this. Now this is the edge feather here. So if I increase this, it actually gives an overall feather. Right now it's on 13.4 from 0. So if you are able to see, it's creating a feather here. So I would like to make this as 2. And now if I show you the alpha here, so you are able to, I hope you are able to get this, as this is a pretty alpha channel, which is this one is transparent and this is opaque. So if I increase this, so you are able to see that there is too much of feather, which is not looking nice. So let us take this down to 2. Now going back to the RGB mode, as I change from here, it was alpha. Now I would like to change this to RGB to get a full view of this. So my sky is pretty much removed. Now what I'll be doing is I'll be adding another sky which I have in my footage. So let me just add a sky from here. Yeah, the sky I would like to add over here, and I would like to take this beneath here. And what I can do here actually is I can actually scale this a bit, something like this. So by default it was this, and if I go to my comp, it actually becomes this. You can also add some curves here in order to increase the brightness, as it slightly looks a bit dark. Sorry, not for this. You have to add your brightness on the sky, so something like this, and it actually looks pretty much natural. So this is how Luma key works, and this was one of the most important keys when you have got something distinct, when you got to wash out something dark or something brighter on your footage or image. It works pretty fine. And as I said, Luma only works on lightness or darkness. It doesn't work on any chroma screen, green or blue. So make sure you are having any kind of footage where there is a nice differentiation or variation of lightness and darkness, or the light pixels and the dark pixels. So I hope you are able to understand this another keying, or rather the another keyer, which was Luma key.